Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will see one problem during the installation or after the installation. When you reboot your master server or worker node, you find that your pods are not getting created properly. And I'm just trying to provide that solution for your Kubernetes setup. And that error is basically happens when you are using the Flannel network, right? Um, so you see when you are creating your pods, it is always in the creating state. And when you describe that pod with your pod name, so you see some error failed to create the sandbox, RPC error, unknown, right? So the main root cause is basically either swap is enabled, IP forwarding is disabled, BR net filter is not loaded properly. So these are the steps which is basically causing this issue. Now, if I go to the steps which I have followed earlier, so we have executed these steps to disable the swap and net filter and IP for forward steps equals to 1. But actually, we did not run it for the permanently. Even though whatever the solution I'm going to show you now, you can put it into your initial setup also. But if you have already installed Kubernetes and you are facing this error, then you can run the commands which I am going to run now to fix that issue. So what kind of errors you will get? So if you run this command kubectl get pods -n, which is the namespace kube flannel. So when you run this here in my case, because I have fixed that issue, so here it will show error or it will show um, unknown, right? Some or crash back of that kind of error it will show. Now to fix this, what we need to do, we just go here and we will see the solutions. First of all, you need to see the swap is off or not. Now, for that, you can run the free -h command on all the machines. Okay. So this solution is for all the machines. So what I'll do, I will just click on this multi-executor and I'm already logged in as a root user. Okay, free command we can run without root user. If I say free -h, so here you can see swap is 0 byte. So in my case, swap is disabled. But consider, let me exit from this multi-execution mode, right? Uh, so what I'm showing you now, it will be, you need to check on all the machines. So swap should be 0 byte. It should be off. Okay, so that is one thing you need to check. Now, if it is showing enabled some value it is showing, then what you can do, you can just go to a file, which is the etc under etc fstab file. And there you will find the entry which is related to the swap. If it is there, then comment it. If it is not there, no need to do anything. Okay. So if that entry is not there, it means swap is already off. Okay, so that is one thing. Now, second thing is that we need to have this IP forward and the IP tables call. It should be equals to 1. So in that case, we will go to this file. If this file is not there, then you need to create it and you need to add those entry into that file. So let me just go. I have already added those entry and that you need to run it on all the machines. So if I say cat, and you can see I have already added those entries here where I'm setting up the IP forward equals to 1 and uh, that IP tables equals to 1, right? So these entries we need to do. Then after that, whenever your system get rebooted, so uh, these settings should be automatically get applied. So that is why we need to run sysctl --system. Okay, once you run it, so this will be permanently get changed even though when you reboot your system. Another thing is that in the kernel module, we need to enter one value which is for the net filter. So here you can see that this file, which is the etc, and this file also does not exist. We need to create that. So if I go to this particular file, so you can see I have written br underscore net filter. So you need to enter this value, and then uh, you need not to do anything. Just if you want to do a verification, you can just run this command. Then after that, you just restart your kubelet. This is optional, I did not do, or you just reboot your system. Once you reboot your system, the issue will be resolved. Okay. And now if I go to my, and these things you need to run it on all the worker nodes and master node. Okay. Not only on the master node. I have shown you on the master node, but you need to do it on the master node as well as on the worker node. Now, if I say kubectl and get ports, so you can see now my ports are in the running state. If I say kubectl and delete ports hyphen all, so you can see all the ports get deleted, and we will create a new port, kubectl run pod 1 with the image, say nginx. So now I'm creating a new port, so it should not give that error. Let us check. If I say kubectl get ports, so you can see it is in the running state. So now it means our setup is correct. I have rebooted this system earlier. So if you are facing any issue still, then just write it on the comment. I will see those if there is any possible errors which is uh, to be rectified. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Thank you.